Today in Psyc365, we are going to be talking about the application of research results. So remember, we are loosely using 365 Days of Psychology by Day Lee, which was published in 2024, to go through the different topics so that we can all learn a little bit more in depth about psychology. So we are on day 3, and in the book, Lee talks about um, research methods and applying research methods. And so one thing that we want to keep in mind about psychology is that research in psychology is applicable to everyday life. Regardless of what we do, who we are going to be influenced by psychology as it studies behaviors and mental processes. And this research can benefit us. It can help us understand ourselves. It can help us understand other people, why they do what they do, why we do what we do. And to add on to what the book was talking about, I want to talk about two specific types of research. We can talk about basic research, which focuses on structures and their functions, as well as describing behaviors and explaining behaviors. So an example would be we do research and find that parts of the frontal lobe, so the frontal lobe, your frontal lobe here, are involved in emotion and emotion regulation. So that's basic research. We have learned some basic facts about how humans and animals behave. Okay, then we have applied research, and applied research is really going to take those basic research findings and they're going to find ways to use them. So we're going to make life better, sell products, applying what we already know to something different. So an example, applying the frontal lobe research would be, okay, if we have a patient who has difficulties with emotion regulation, could medication that influences the frontal lobe help them? Could psychosurgery that affects the frontal lobe change those difficulties? So today in Psychology 365, we were talking about how research in psychology is applicable to everyday life. And I will share just a little bit more about psychology with you tomorrow.